Good morning, Fort Worth. It is the 29th of April. You've got Andrew and Demetrie King from Market Match. Good morning, Demetrie.
Good morning.
It's the first time I've seen him since we left for our trip down to far west Texas. If you guys are interested in hearing a lot about Big Bend National Park, Marfa, Terlingua, Presidio, and everything in between, y'all can catch that on the Fort Worth Roots podcast, this one right here. We did part 1 on the Fort Worth Roots platform, and then part 2, whenever we made it up to Marfa, can be found on the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast, and then part 3 is on Fort Worth Famous podcast. We went down there with 3 podcast groups and just made a whole thing out of it. I'm still working through all the video. I was just telling Demetrie, I've got about a third of the way through all the video that we took down there. You can find that on our Instagram and our TikTok and our Facebook pages. And special shout, there's a thing coming up. Megan, our co-host, her birthday's tomorrow. And I had this idea just right as I was hitting record, looking at the date on the computer. If you guys want to send a little audio clip wishing her a happy birthday, we'll play that on the show tomorrow. Send it as an audio clip through our Instagram messenger or email it to us at media@fortworthroots.com. If you want to give Megan a happy birthday, we took her and the family out to dinner last night at Texas Roadhouse.
Ooh, can't go wrong there.
Dude, I mean, you know what? As much as everything has changed in our world, Texas Roadhouse has been a constant in my universe. It's always exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. Very consistent.
That and probably Olive Garden, right?
Yeah, you know what? I said there's one restaurant that's really kind of stepped up their game throughout everything, especially 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Little Caesars.
Little Caesars, really?
It's been pretty consistent throughout the process of like the last 4 or 5 years. Plus, I would say up in their game a little bit too.
Okay, well we do pizza every. We didn't script this, by the way, folks, but we do pizza every Tuesday out at McFly's Pub for you guys. We have an artist that does the podcast thing with us, and then a little presentation on stage, a little performance. But we always have hot pizza for you guys and an audience microphone so you can get in on the conversation. It's not just something fun to come and do. It's also a great way to network with other creators, musicians, and it's just a rad little space. If you've ever been out to McFly's Pub, it's a 1980s Back to the Future theme bar, and great patio, very dog friendly, and you should come out and join us. Does this sound a little muffled to you this morning? No?
That's good to me.
Okay, I'm going to turn my volume up just a touch. Maybe that'll help. All right, let's get into the weather. Today's forecast: Tuesday, 82 degrees for a high. We have a 43% chance of rain. Did you have any rain this morning on your windshield?
A little bit.
I had a few sprinkles,
Yeah,
few drops. 66 for a low this evening. Wednesday, 71 for a high, 60 for a low. 83% chance of thunderstorms. I think that's up from yesterday. Thursday, 84 for a high, 64 for a low. 17% chance of rain, probably nothing there. Friday, 70 for a high, 56 for a low. AM thunderstorm, 66%. Saturday is 76 degrees for a high, 56 for a low. And Sunday is 78 and 59 for a low. It's looking really good this weekend. So if you were thinking about going out and doing something in the community, this is going to be a great weekend for it. Just real quick, if this is your first time joining us on the Fort Worth Roots Morning Show, it's all about connecting our community. If you have an event coming up, if you're a business owner or a 501c, or you just want to tell somebody happy birthday, you can always leave us a message on the Instagram Messenger app through the little voice recorder thing. We can play that for you. Or the email, media@fortworthroots.com. Our next segment is National Day of, and these are always stupid. Today is April 29th, International Dance Day. And I don't know what this is. Is that AMKD Awareness Day? Do you have any idea what that is?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. We're going to click on it and figure it out. All right. We recognize AMKD Awareness Day to better understand AMKD and discover how where you come from may impact your kidney health. Held on the last Tuesday of April during National Minority Health Month, AMKD Awareness Day aims to raise awareness of APOL1 mediated kidney disease. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, me neither.
AMKD is a group of kidney diseases linked to severe and rapidly progressive kidney disease in people of certain African descent. It is associated with mutations in the... Oh, God, you do it. Can you read that? What is that word?
Oh, wow. A polyprotein, is that correct?
I think you did pretty good. A polypoprotein, L1 or APOL1. Gene. Everyone has 2 copies of the APOLI or APOL1 gene, but people who have Western and Central African ancestry, including those who are Black, African American, Afro-Caribbean, and or Latino, are at increased risk of having a mutation in one or both genes. People with 2 mutations are at a high risk of developing genetic forms of kidney disease such as focal segmental glomerulosclerosis or FSGS. Right on. That doesn't make sense. Look at that word and then there's the acronym. Stupid. Whatever. All right, we're moving on. Let's see. We got more. Let's go back and see if I can do this without messing it up. Okay, Day of Trees. International Dance Day. We said that. National Peace Rose Day. National Shrimp Scampi Day.
Oh, I
if
like
you got
that
a
day.
favorite restaurant that has national or shrimp scampi, you should enjoy National Shrimp Scampi Day with them. All right, National Zipper Day. And if I click on that, I know exactly what it's going to say. Today is the day that we celebrate the amazing advances in zippers. And I don't care. Okay, moving on. This day in history, April 29th in 1944. Let's start with that one. Resistance fighter Nancy Wake parachutes behind enemy lines. British agent Nancy Wake returns to France via parachute drop to help fight the Nazi occupation. The 32-year-old has a history of running risky missions, and she's become the Gestapo's most wanted person with a 5 million franc price on her head. Never heard of Nancy Wake, have you? Wow. That's wild. So this 32-year-old woman is just like parachuting into enemy territory to fight the Nazis. Okay. First episode of Wide World of Sports airs on ABC. The show begins its 37-year run, exposing a new audience to sports previously not covered on television. Jim McKay will host for the entire run, and his introduction, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, will become part of the American lexicon. Until I don't hear that anymore, do you? Not really part of the lexicon anymore, I guess. Riots erupt. 1992, this day in history, riots erupt in L.A. following Rodney King verdict. 4 LAPD officers are found not guilty of charges stemming from the beating of motorist Rodney King, and long simmering tensions between police and African Americans in South Central Los Angeles erupt into rioting that will last 6 days and kill 54 people. We're a little too young to remember that, but we lived through it. All right. Your good news story of the day is in the wrong spot. That comes later. All right. Your news. Fort Worth News today, MSN.com. Story is by Keenan Willard. Fort Worth ISD could close at least 10 campuses amid budget crisis. That wouldn't be good. We're learning more tonight about Fort Worth ISD's plans to close at least 10 campuses as the district faces a drop in enrollment. Whenever we had Maddie Parker, our mayor, on, we talked a little bit about the schools, and I don't remember that being a subject that we really went in depth on, but she made it sound like she was confident in the school district being able to right itself, because I think about 6 months ago, right around when we started doing the morning show, Houston was reported to have better testing results than Fort Worth.
Really?
Yeah, which, I don't know, seems weird.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fort Worth ISD is moving forward with its plan to close campuses after a $17 million budget shortfall this year and falling $45 million in the red last school year. How does that happen?
Yeah,
$45 million? That doesn't seem possible. The superintendent told NBC5 that in their latest plan, Fort Worth ISD is recommending between 10 and 17 campuses to close over the next 5 years. Okay. Continue reading. Maybe we will a little bit. Previously, the district had announced recommendations to close Kirkpatrick Elementary School, Kirkpatrick Middle School, Briscoe Elementary School, Morningside Middle School, Dillo Elementary School, and De Zavala Elementary School. Do you know any of those?
I don't know any
I
of
don't
those.
either. Tonight, they told families they're also recommending shuttering Sunrise, McMillan, and Pate Elementary School. It's a lot of stuff. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. The story continues a little bit. It's a 2-minute read, and you get it on msn.com. NBC Dallas. Okie dokie. Next story is from FortWorthReport.org. Let's see who wrote this one. Eric Garcia, celebrating downtown Blue Line buses to feature iconic Fort Worth imagery. The folks over there at the Fort Worth Report apparently are listening to the show. I got a message from them during our trip down to Far West Texas, and they asked, hey, are you still wanting to have somebody from the Fort Worth Report on the show? I said, yes, of course, and I haven't gotten a response back yet. So you nerds, get your stuff together and put us on your schedule. You guys are welcome to be on the show anytime you want.
Shout out to Fort Worth Report. They've had me on their site as well, too.
Hell yeah. All right, Trinity Metro new light blue electric buses will be adorned with iconic images of downtown Fort Worth. The free Blue Line route, formerly branded as Molly the Trolley, launches in June. So I guess we got rid of Molly the Trolley. I'd heard that was possible. And we'll use 6-year-old one-time Dash electric buses for the route. Officials said it will operate with greater frequency, every 7 minutes instead of 15, on a revised schedule. One bus will feature an image of an angel from the facade of Bass Performance Hall. Service hours will be shifted to 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. under the new route, eliminating the previous schedule from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The route will continue to serve local hotels, the convention center, and popular tourist destinations. I think I would have preferred it starting and ending later. 10 to 10 sounds way better than 7 to 7, right? People like to go out, have some drinks, go to some restaurants, maybe catch a show. You can't do that now, not with this schedule. Chad Edwards, Trinity Metro Vice President of Planning and Development, said the route changes would not have a disproportionate impact on the city's minority or low-income residents under the agency's Title IV program and report. Anyway, the story starts getting boring, and you can read on at the FortWorthReport.org. Thank you, Eric Garcia. All right, moving on. Your good news story of the day. I thought this was it was under the Good News Network .org website. Andy Corbley, who I hope I get to meet someday because we read a lot of Andy Corbley stories. And I'm 100% sure this is like a British publication because like most of their stories happen over in the UK and across the seas. So anyway, the title of this story is P from runners at the London Marathon is going to be turned into fertilizer for wheat. How many mouths could 3,000 loaves of bread feed? That's how this starts off with a question. Whatever the answer is, that's how many could be made from wheat grown with a special liquid fertilizer. Armed with specially designed female porta potties, a team of firms in London thinks that solely using urine from female competitors at the London Marathon, a significant amount of cropland can be fertilized. Why just female toilets, you may ask? I know I did. That's because the startup called Pequel initially aimed to design a urinal-style portable event toilet, since the lines at female toilets tend to be far longer than at men's. Stricken by nerves and jitters and filled up. Okay, they start telling the story. I just want the facts, y'all. Pequel's unique design is claimed to reduce the time of a woman's average toilet visit by 270%. Okay. Now at Prequel's third London Marathon, the firm is teaming up with MPK Recovery, which estimates that 1,000 liters of urine from the toilet at the starting line. You saw that, right? What is this stupid thing doing? If scaled to capture every runner's pee throughout the whole day, it could fertilize enough wheat for 3,000 loaves of bread. The story does continue, and you can get it at goodnewsnetwork.org by our friend, who I've never met before or talked to in person or online, Andy Corbley. All right.
I don't know about eating no Petey Wheaties,
man. Something I found out probably a year or two ago, but the fertilizer, and I don't know this for a fact, but I was told that the fertilizer you can pick up at like a Home Depot comes from local water treatment facilities. Like, they are literally selling us back our own poop.
Repackaging it.
Yeah.
Golly, it's a different kind of white label right there. We used to do it as a community.
Yeah. We're so much closer than any of you probably give us credit for. Yeah. When's the last time you had some locally grown produce or... Yeah. That might be your neighbor's poop. Space news for the day. I actually looked this up. I was trying to find the story I saw yesterday. We didn't read it. I forgot. We were running long, and I just kind of scrubbed the space story for the day. So I had to look this up. It's on Wikipedia. The Lunar Gateway, or simply Gateway, is a space station which is planned to be assembled in orbit around the moon. The Gateway is intended to serve as a communication hub, science laboratory, and habitation module for astronauts as a part of the Artemis program. It is a multinational collaborative project. Participants include NASA, the European Space Agency, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, the Canadian Space Agency, and the Mohab bin Rashid Space Center. The Gateway is planned to be the first space station beyond low Earth orbit. And the story does continue, but it's supposed to be constructed... Okay. As of April 2024, construction is underway of the initial habitation and propulsion module. So it's still on the ground. Like, the stuff they're making, the modular sections are being constructed on Earth right now. Mm. And do you know that apparently, according to NASA, it costs $10,000. I think this is right. It's either $10,000 or $100,000. I think it's $10,000. $10,000 to move 1 pound of anything into outer space.
Oh, wow.
To break Earth orbit, it costs $10,000 to move a pound. So
Sheesh. They're
trying to get that number down because it is so expensive to move stuff up there. But yeah, so we're going to have a little space station, smaller than the ISS, orbiting the moon so that we can do more moon stuff. And on the way in today, I was listening to a story about Neil Armstrong and how he refused to have his picture taken. Like, there is not a still photo of him taking a picture anywhere. Like, he will not take pictures.
Really?
Yeah. And they think maybe it's out of shame. There's some cryptic speeches that he's given in the past where it's like, what is he trying to tell us? Mm. And one of the things, he was addressing like some school-age children, and part of his speech was, one day you'll be able to accomplish more than the people that your predecessors. You're going to be able to achieve more if you can peel back layers of truth that were meant to protect. That was part of his speech. And the really interesting thing, they pointed this out. I didn't grab it. But the entire speech that he was giving, he's reading it off of a piece of paper. He's looking down. But whenever he said the bit about truth, he looked up away from his notes and recited that. Like, he had that part memorized.
By looking down the whole rest of the time.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man.
Tell us, Neil.
Dude, do you think we went to the moon?
I don't know, man.
I have days where I'm like, oh yeah, of course we did, dummy. And then I have days like today where I'm like, maybe we didn't. Maybe we
just all green screen. Seriously.
Yeah. And you know, I don't know, the pictures, people analyzing the pictures and the shadows in the pictures from the moon landing and stuff, and I don't know, man. We really do know very little. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is there even a moon? Do you think there's a moon?
Hopefully.
There's definitely a moon. I can see it. It's there. I drive myself nuts with all the distances and the angles and the fact that we've got a moon that is tidally locked to our planet. Like, we're always seeing the same face of the moon, right? We don't see the backside.
Yeah.
Not from our perspective. Did you know that's the only moon in our solar system that's like that?
I knew that. Yeah,
there's like a whole bunch more weird facts about the moon. But I don't know. It does keep me up at night, to be honest with you. I've been talking today and yesterday about my trip down to far west Texas, but what have you been up to?
Just out in these streets, man. If you don't know who I am by now, my name's Demetrie King. I'm the founder of Market Match. It is a software platform that brings a fun way to do market research by using swipe technology. I'm looking to work with colleges, artists, companies, anyone that is wanting to interact and find some good customer interaction between them and their customers and what they want in regards to products or anything else. I do want to give a shout out to, I got 4 new interns that are actually in Chicago.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, give a shout out to them, working with a buddy. They are getting some feedback in regards to block parties that they have out there, and then also to the schools. So I want to give a shout out to Leonard, Samaria, Mandrell, and then Jada. And then I also am working with TCU to possibly bring 2 more interns on here at TCU to see if I can work with them as well too. So things are starting to ramp up a little bit.
Your crew's getting thick.
It is. I'm losing one. I will shout out to my very first intern that I had was Victoria. So I do want to get a shout out to her. She will be stopping by, I believe, hopping after she gets done with school and everything, to bring her athlete friends with her too to come check the place out. But
awesome.
Yeah, starting to grow.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you, man, and it's exciting watching your thing take off like this.
Thank you.
And it gives the rest of us lowly entrepreneurs a little bit of hope.
Trust me, I know.
Demetrie King is on our show every Tuesday as our co-host, and he's just been the most reliable resource to this whole podcast thing, and I appreciate you so much.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you again.
Y'all go check him out. Market Match app, right?
Marketmatch.app.
Excuse me. And if you come into Hoppin', if you haven't been in here yet, you're missing out. But you can also use Market Match app right here at Hoppin'. And you can tell the owners, Holly and Michael, what beers you like on the wall, which ones you don't. And you can swipe left, swipe right, and then there's prizes that you give out for people just participating in the what do you call this? The analytical research.
Yeah, just a fun way to let Holly and Michael know what the next beer or THC seltzer or wine should be on the wall. So that way, whenever you come in to Hoppin' the next time, they have your favorite things.
So put it on your schedule this week. Come on out to Hoppin', try Market Match, try some beers, and see what we're talking about. Tonight, every Tuesday. Well, we didn't do it last Tuesday because I was down in far west Texas. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking about it. I know you guys are probably, if you're sick of hearing about our trip, probably going to get sicker of it because it was a rad little trip. Anyway, so we didn't do it last week. It's the first time we've taken a Tuesday off since we started this thing. But we have an artist, musician, a author, somebody every week on a live podcast recording in front of a McFly's studio audience, and you guys are not only invited to come, you're encouraged to show up because it's not just fun, it's not just a cool thing to do, but it's also a good networking tool. So if you're a podcaster, a musician, or anybody else out there creating, listen to me. Listen to Demetrie. We know it gets lonely out there. You feel like you're moving the mountain all by yourself. Come on out. Let's see if we can collaborate on a project or get something going or just exchange contact information. That's another thing that we do out there at those Tuesday events. I've also got these handy dandy brochures that we hand out with all of our sponsors' information on it every Tuesday. And it's got local businesses, venues, things like that are locally owned and operated, and they're trying to keep Fort Worth dollars in Fort Worth pockets. So come get yourself one of them brochures. And if you are a local business owner and you'd like to help us continue our mission to support small business here in Fort Worth and put more bands on stages, we'd love to talk to you about possibly becoming a sponsor of the show. We can't do it with everybody because we do have some prerequisites. And mainly it's just we need to make sure that we trust you to provide excellent services or products to our friends that listen to the Fort Worth Roots podcast. So anyway, hit us up, media@fortworthroots.com, and check out Hoppin'. 58 taps on the wall. It's a self-serve tap room. It's a rad little location. It's a great place to just kick back and relax, but it's also a large space where you can throw your next big event. All right. I think that's it. You got anything else for these folks?
I'm all good.
Okay. Well, thank you again for being out here on Tuesdays.
Of course.
And can we get you back on next week?
Absolutely.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as you float through outer space on the back of a massive sea turtle, we hope that you will choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Till tomorrow, folks. Good day. In the morning, 'cause she got that soul.